giving to the people, by which giving them 1 acre 10,000 rupees grant, and by which the Ratanjot, Moha, Sal, Karanja, non-edible oil seed, by which we can get the biodiesel. Already I have opened one biodiesel plant in Karnataka, and we are also on that process. And I have a dream. Rahul Bajaj ji is here. When I was in Israel, meet with Idan, he's my good friend, having that electric car. When I see him, I have a dream that we need a prime minister who can say on the Red Fort that within 5 years we stop all type of import of this crude, and it will be indigenous, either it is power, electrical energy, or a biofuel. We can run on all transport and everything. That save over 3,70,000 crores of rupees. And this 3,70,000 crores we can divert it to our agriculture and other thing. It will accelerate our development. So I feel that even this biofuel is one of the sector which is going to encourage the tribals. The non-edible oil seeds are available in the forest, and by which you can get biodiesel. I have a plant of 5,000 liters a day. Full technology, I have no problem. So if you can start it, it's a pollution-free diesel. And no problem, because this diesel which we have taken, there is already a lot of pollution is there. So we have completed all experiments. The problems are that we need to support from the government, and there is it's a big subject. I am constantly trying for that. The Madhya Pradesh have now started many, and even in solar energy also, I have some products. I am selling it. I am expecting within 2-3 years. I am not a businessman. So first of all, I want to clear that this image is going to create problem for me. Only I am making charity from profits. I have got something in my mind, by which, because of when I was a minister, I understand that business. With 5 crores equity, I completed the work of 8,000 crores and raised 4,000 crores from the market. That my experience is helping me. And I have a philosophy: don't believe only on God and government. Here you as an individual, you can change your socio-economic scenario. So this is explained. I am giving employment to 5,000 people and making socio-economic transformation of 5 lakh people, because they are getting this sugarcane. And I am confident that in 3 years, there will be 25,000 people I will give employment, and I will be asset of 1,000 crore. I am not a corporate man, I am not an industrialist, I am not a businessman. It is my Antyodaya project. Well, so if I can make any charity, I do also politics with that. I am giving lot of grants to many people. Any program, 5 lakhs rupees donation, 2 lakhs donation, because I have got the money. So best way is, even also one thing, one philosophy I also insist in my party. To earn money is not a bad idea. No philosophy can be taught to empty stomach. But to become a MLA or MP or a minister, it cannot be a business to earn money. By the legal ways, you can earn money, there is no problem. That is the need of the country. No problem, you can earn money by good ways, legal ways. But becoming a minister to earn money is not the good thing. So I feel that this initiative can be entertained. It can also give more employment to the people. And this biofuel, I have a lot of information. This is my subject. You come to me after that, I will give all information about it.
One at the back and then Madhu.
Good afternoon, sir. Pragesh Poddar from CII. As person to know environment for why I would like to share with you later. But more importantly, what we've learned, a lot of the programs require comprehensive implementation around India to be truly successful. And that takes a lot of, you have to cut across party lines. And the many projects that do have consensus that both parties agree that it should be done, in that case, can't we set up a bipartisan committee of sorts that can be empowered to take decisions and speed up development of these projects around India?
I publicly in my press conference, I declare that whatever in the national interest, in the water, power, transport, communication, there are many subjects, there is no difference of opinions are there. In that case, if suppose the UP or the ruling party has some proposal, as a BJP president, I assure them that we are ready to support you. We have to start dialogue. I am ready for that. But unfortunately, from 15 months, I am a president of the BJP. Never Prime Minister or any party president call me and never try to make any communication between us. I am ready for that, because first we are committed for the country. It is not important where we will get power in Delhi or not. The more important is how we can make our country strong. So in that case, whatever in the public interest and national interest, I am the president of the party, we are very open that we are ready to support the ruling party for that, which is in the interest of the common man.
I don't need a mic then. Nitinji, I'm tempted to ask this question because of your vision being far more than the confines of your party and going to the national interest. Youth or others who want to join politics, they would like to hitch their wagon to a party. When you go to the BJP leaders, you feel that BJP is the right party. You go to Congress leaders, you feel Congress is the right party, and same thing for other parties. How would you advise youth and the others who want to join politics as to which party to join? What are the criteria which you would say weigh before you join which party?
First of all, I am of the opinion, whatever their choice they may have, first of all, dynamic, educated, and those who are interested to do something for the country and the society, they should join politics with any political party. It's welcome. I am not insisting that they should only join BJP. But as a BJP president, I feel that we are the available best alternative. I don't want to claim that we are perfect. We are the available best alternative for national socio-economic transformation and for the development and good governance. I will tell you very clear facts. The NDA rule states and the UPA rule states, you just go with your parameters, the per capita income, the GDP, the agriculture growth by wage. I am very much confident that we are quite ahead comparing with the other parties. So for the politics for progress and development, the BJP is a good instrument. So I always appeal to the youth people to come to BJP, join BJP and cooperate us. We are a democratic party. We are not a family concern. You have got all opportunity with us. And so I will appeal to the youth that you come in a democratic party where you will get a good chance for your progress and development and to become a good leader.
One question.
And here is no qualification for anybody that he should be, father should be MP or mother should be MLA. I am a person, my father is not in politics, my mother is a small worker with Janasangh, and I am a very transparent and very straightforward person. I never make any compromise. I always decide whether you want to lead by the people or lead the people. I decided lead the people. With my own convictions of my party, I want to lead the people. But politics is a game of political compromises, political limitations, political contradictions, and political compulsions. So I don't want to claim that I am perfect. And even I am also assured that whatever expression you have, I am not going to complete 100%. I am only trying to complete at least more than 33%, 40%, 42%. I am trying because I need the people of that quality. Even in my party, I am searching for the talent. I know my own problems, which I don't want to elaborate. The Indian political parties need competent, capable, knowledgeable people in the politics. For all political parties, that is going to change the scenario of this country. So, all educated people, not youth, even people like you, do the business, no problem. But because of political consciousness, political responsibility, political awareness, and commitment for the democracy, you join any political party, it will be definitely useful for the country.
May I ask one question? Namaskar, Gadki Saab. It is really nice to hear you in such an open atmosphere, and the very august gathering is here. I want a very simple question. Straightforward, you have invited the people to join parties and all those things. I have a very small submission to you. I'm not asking any specific parties scenario. All the parties, they are surrounded by certain caucus. It's very difficult to penetrate into that caucus. People cannot reach you. You have come because you are invited. But if you go, I think it's very difficult to reach up to you, first thing. Second thing, sir. This country, large section of this country has thrown its weights behind BJP some time back. With a hope that this is the national party, it is a disciplined party, and it has got a cadre also. Others were not having that kind. But there is a very small hitch about that party which most of the people are not able to understand. A very simple question, all parties are raising a finger on you that you are not a Dharma Nirpeksh party. Why can't you answer this simple question and shut their mouth that you are a nationalist party and it should not be that?
Sometimes this is image versus reality. some perception is there, but we have to change that. And the best way is to understand, to make more relationship by which you can easily understand what exactly the thing is there, what is the ground realities. I feel that this is a tragedy with my party, that image versus reality. And the second thing, I am the person who is more approachable. Even in my party, I refuse Z plus category. Even I don't want to change my dress, because leaders are supposed to be that sapet kurta and pajama. So everything is natural. Anyone can phone me, anyone can contact me. Even your president contact me on the phone. I just discuss with him. I give him assurance on the phone that I will come. Only you check it from my office whether I am going to merit today. So you only check that and I will come to your program. So I am very easily approachable. There is a lot of reservation about me in the party that Nitin meet anybody. He start from work from 8 o'clock to at night to 2 o'clock. This is not a system. At 9 o'clock he call the people and cut the meeting. So I meet everybody in Delhi. Even a small person, anybody can come to my house, I meet with him. This is not the case. But sometime, have you any problem with meeting with me or my party leaders? Sir, I am concerning with it BJP. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely. मैं एक मजाक में एक बात कहता हूँ, चाय से किटलियाँ ज्यादा गर्म है। यानी लीडर से ज्यादा उसके पीए और पीए से ज्यादा आग में लाते हैं, और they are creating more problem for the leaders. I give it that phrase, चाय से किटली गर्म है. So I know that, but we have to change the system like even in USA and Canada and the British Parliament, people go and meet with it. So in India there is one circle of this policeman. I refuse Z plus category. I requested government that I don't want this because it is difficult for me to contact the people. So somewhere, but some people feel that it is a status symbol. So they take वो 10 पुलिस वाले आके उनको घेर लेते, उनको लगता मैं बड़ा नेता हूँ. So this is a problem, but I am absolutely of your opinion. We should have a very simple access and communication between the people and the leader. And I feel that in my party, I will try to establish this type of system by which anyone can contact anybody.
Mr. Rahul Bajan. Sir, please now. I think we are running a little over time, so please.